photos of missing persons circulating online. So far, it's been reported in Grota, Eneka, Nko, and Rumulumene. Odile Road, Mile 3, Diobu, Port Harcourt. Recently, 25-year-old interior designer Chukwebuka Julius was last seen 7 days ago. His elder brother, AGK Julius, to our correspondent, his brother left his home at Rumulumene last Tuesday for a job around Wingpe. Let's take a listen to what the elder brother had to say to our correspondent.
I am appealing with the general public and the government, the commissioner of police, they should please assist, because one, he's not a bad guy and he has never involved in anything crime or a criminal before. Whoever that can at least lead to recovering him back, he should do. Please, that is all I have to say. Okay, my mom, my dad is late. It's just my mom. She has been devastated, so I've been trying all means to calm her down, giving her hope, but I believe that he will come back alive.
Also, his sister, Chinomso, said the incident has left the family, especially their mother, devastated. Do I have the right one?
They have shown me love.
No, that's not the right one. Sorry. Well, let's move on. Don't think I have that one at all. However, his boss, Prestige Ikechi, also spoke on this quite unfortunate situation.
From the story, when I interacted with his apprentice, the apprentice said they went for a job at Wimpy, and then Ebuka received a call that he should come and take measurements somewhere in Choba. That was the last time he saw him, that he went to Choba. That while he was on his way, that he even called him to ask him money for material. And he said he should use his own money to purchase the materials, that when he returns, he was going to give him back. So that was the last time he heard from him, and that was the last time he saw him.
All right. Add these, by the way, to the all the subject matter of my rant in the 3 o'clock hour at the start of today's show. The situation in Diobu, in Port Harcourt, and other parts of River State, for that matter. Is it alarmist? Does it amount to demarketing River State if it's the current situation in River State? Or are you of the school of thought that, it's same of the same, nothing unusual, nothing unlike what we've experienced in the last couple of months, or in the last year, or in the last 2 years or so? So, these persons are just trying to demarket River State. I'd like to get your take on this. What's your perspective? The line's open. Call 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003 or 0817 923 0007. We are live on facebook.com/Nigeria InfoPH. That we are. We're also on Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. Is the security situation in Rivers State, from your perspective, is it deteriorating? Is it getting worse? Do you perceive that there is a surge in crime, especially violent crimes these days, abductions and kidnappings as well? Or is it just the same? Is there no difference? For example, what's happening in Diobu? It's been reported that crime and criminality are no strangers to Diobu or the residents of Diobu. I mean, some of these illegal trade or activities we talk about, the illegal drug trade, illegal oil trade, it's been going on there for some time. And even the activities of these cult groups and cultists, it's been going on for some time. However, is it different now, or is it the same? Hello, you're welcome. Please go
on. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, go ahead.
Sorry, my name is Upunaba. I'm calling from Abulima.
Go ahead, please.
You've been stating this all the way since last week, this very topic. You can imagine we are a state where we have a governor. You can imagine where we have police commissioners, that all these crimes are happening and nobody is doing nothing. Even the governor cannot come out to the public and say something about this. And people are killing people, people are taking people away, holding people hostage, shooting people on the street, and nobody is talking. Everybody is silent. Last week I overheard this very issue in your studio, and someone called you. The person was telling you that government.
Oh my. Do call back if you can. The line still open. Numbers again: 0817 923 0002 or 0003. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, go ahead.
I'm Ancestor from my one. The insecurity state in River State. Hello?
Go ahead.
The insecurity state in River State. We have been fasting for a long while, whereby we have been told that it is the marketization of this shouting out. And most of us focus our energy on what is happening in Katsina, in Borno State, in north part of the country. We don't want to talk about the insecurity here. And another thing is that we focus our energy, we center our energy towards telling masses that security is maybe from Abuja, they will come and secure us, or we centrally focus on police. And I will indulge you guys in media to please lecture us. Let there be a security. How many people are reporting to police about these guys that are just shooting how many reports have gone to police? People are just shouting, police did not act, police did not do this, police did not do that. I'm not a policeman, right? I'm not a force man. I'm not an army officer. But they need information. Nobody is ready to give that. Because we made them to believe, we made parties to believe that security is Abuja's people work. They will come and secure us here. Security is police work.
So in other words, so just a moment. So in other words, the police don't know what's going on.
Hello?
So in other words, the police don't know what's going on.
Masses.
No, from what you have said thus far. In other words, or conclusively, I could conclude from what you have said that the police don't know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're saying, that the police don't know what's going on?
What I'm saying is that masses don't know their part to be played. The part they have to play in order to ensure security architecture of the state works. Masses believe wrongly so.
Okay, now assuming you're correct, that nobody is providing information to security agencies, the police especially. No, just listen. If you take the time to listen to me, you will not mishear what I am saying. Now, let me start again. Let me start over. Assuming you're correct that the masses are not providing information to the police, which is a reason, one of the major reasons, or a reason we're having this situation right now. Why do you think the masses might have reservations with providing information to the police? Hello?
On me and you, and even the state. The state has created this kind of secretive idea that if they speak out, they will be telling the evil picture of the state. Hereby, people will not like to talk, say, this guy is doing this.
No, I'm not talking about talking on radio. No. This is not about talking on radio. No. Why do you think, if you say, yeah, exactly, providing information, which is the question I asked you, by the way, if you say the masses are not providing information to security agencies, the police, for example, and that's the masses not playing their role, why do you think the masses have that reservation?
That we need confidentiality. We need to, the state has to create a kind of...
No, leave the state out of this for a moment. Just for 1 second, leave the state out of this. Why are the masses not walking, according to you, the masses are not walking into the nearest police station to provide information to them? Why are the masses not doing that?
your place is as good as mine. That immediately information, this kind very risky information is passed to police. At the end of the day, money might exchange hands. You get me?
Okay. So if you hold that position that the police that receive the information might sell information to the criminal elements who have been reported to them, can you explain to me why that member of the masses should go ahead to provide information another day?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Due to fear of backlash, maybe from police, after they have we got that kind of thing. And thereby,
since come to wrap up this conversation, who then would you hold accountable or responsible for your theory that a lack of information supply is responsible? Who would you hold accountable for that?
I said the state has a blame in who that are enlightening the place. Media. I think the state has to create confidence in people.
What did the media do?
Create something like bring your information.
Okay, all right.
Hello?
Okay, I've heard you. I think I have to move on now, though.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hard fact to welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, good day, Dio.
Yeah, go on.
This is Comrade Dixon, Israel. My brother, if somebody went to convince somebody that the government is not aware about these boys, it's a pure lie. Even
pardon me.
saw these boys during.
Okay. Well, sorry, that's much that I can take forward now. I've got a commercial break coming up. Discussion.
with Diode.
Welcome back. It is Hard Fact to Nigeria Info and here in Port Harcourt to number one. Would it be overly dramatic? Would you consider it being unnecessarily alarmist if a person or persons were to raise alarms now or raise concerns about the current security situation in Rivers State? I mean, there are those who say, well, there's nothing to worry about. It's not different from anything we've experienced in the last year or two. Well, there are others who say something is going terribly wrong at this time. And in case you've not been on the news lately, have no idea what's going on, well, gunmen have abducted a National Population Commission commissioner here in Rivers State and have reportedly demanded a 500 million naira ransom. Also, on April 17, Wiley, former president of the Nigeria Bar Association, was abducted by some gunmen after his convoy was attacked along the East-West Road in Obiakpo, LGA, Rivers State. Reportedly, some police officers even lost their lives in that incident. Also, we have the situation in Dubu we're dealing with right now. On earlier bulletins as well, there's been a report of several kidnappings, disappearances across the state. There's a specific matter reported on our news of an interior designer who's said to have gone missing as well. Chukwe Bukat Julius, who was seen 7 days ago, and I imagine there are others in similar circumstances as well. So, what's your assessment of the situation? Is it one we should be overly concerned about, or is it like this 0003 or 0007? We don't understand what is dramatic now, what's crime rate this bad, but immediately after election, the issue of insecurity, the attitude of the police on hand is even worse. I mean, it's business as usual. By the way, we're also on Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. This is from Burnout. Good to dial. Okay, I'll come back to Burnout shortly. Hello, you're welcome. Please go on. Go ahead.
I may not be the potential expert, but because of the events of the recent times, I think there is call for concern. Let me ask, right? Maybe because I've not heard it in the news, I don't know if it has happened. The person that were released from the correctional center by the Chief Justice of Rivers State, how were these persons integrated back into the society? Because I believe government has agencies that to this work to be meaningful as they have been released from the correctional centers. I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe they have done this who they have come out to meet, you know. And I will not say
just a moment. When you say people were released from correctional centers, can you clarify that? What incident are you referring to exactly?
Well, I'm looking at the general happenings currently.
I understand that. I get that. That's what's been discussed. I'm referencing your statement about people being released from correctional centers. What do you mean by that especially? Is there a particular incident or event you are referring to? Once again, with reference to, you said people being released from correctional centers. What are you referring to in that regard?
It's all encompassing. It's all.
You
After
don't.
the election,
No, hold on. No, specifically, I want you to speak to the matter of people being released from correctional centers. Okay, let me ask the question this way: what people are you referring to that were released from correctional centers?
People that we it was in the news now that the state, the state chief justice released people that from correctional center.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I get you now. So persons who were said to have been incarcerated at correctional centers or center in Port Harcourt for not having committed a crime, as even the chief judge of Rivers State said, in some cases there were false charges brought against them, In some other cases, they were remanded illegally. They were kept there, no trial, nothing. I remember the chief judge also said at that time that in some cases, the police even trump up charges. They bring up false charges. They're able to prove their case in court, so the person ends up languishing in jail. So these persons, who in many cases, maybe in some cases some of them are criminals, but in many cases these persons are not criminals, committed no crime, just some criminal-minded police officer, because the person could not possibly bail himself or herself, or himself very likely, the person trumped up a charge, took the person to a magistrate court, where a conniving magistrate remanded the person at the correctional center. Of course, the DPP's advice will never come. So you are suggesting that these persons might be responsible for this surge in crime now. Is that what you're saying? Please make that make sense. Go ahead.
Okay. I wouldn't want to start talking about if the police are not doing their job correctly, because I've said it time without number that we don't have a functional police system whereby somebody is arrested and of course this person will know maybe it is a little crime. We talk about different kinds of crime. Perhaps the kind of crime that the person was arrested for, it's not what the person was incarcerated for. So blaming the arrested, what they arrested for, that's what they are doing the way as they are supposed to do it. Now that is where I'm speaking from. So the Chief Justice, the DPP, the police, for me, they're not doing their job appropriately. So bringing these people out to the public, how were they cancelled? What was is it a rehabilitation process? What are they doing? Are people following up on, or did they just leave them? They go to church and do Thanksgiving and then praise the Lord and then let's go and move on. Mr. Dayo, that is my call for concern. Thank you.
Oh, quite frankly, I don't understand it, really. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, and that's all well and good. But quite frankly, I mean, I did ask him to help me make some sense of it, but I still don't get it. I mean, these are people in many instances committed no crimes at all, and that's a fact, by the way. Committed absolutely no crimes, and they ended up being remanded in custody, some of them for years, and now fate smiled on them, and they've been set free. By the way, they should never have been there in the first place. And now we have a surge in crime, and we're saying that these people who were released are probably the ones responsible for that. I don't know. Hello? Okay, let's take Bernard's message now. There's truly a surge in crime lately. Crime can only increase when nothing is done by government and security agents. The perpetrators of crime will naturally get emboldened when nothing is done, and that's what we are witnessing now. Kidnapping started with the white expatriates. Nothing was done. Today we are kidnapping our fellow Nigerians. A time will come when everyone will run out of Debu if nothing is done now to end criminality and cultism. Hello, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
Okay. I think let me just start by making some points or bringing out some points. The truth is that we don't like tackling problems here with empirical methodology. What do I mean by empirical? Improving some other places. Yes, societies are unique in their way. Why am I saying? Let's say between 2015 and now, it's about 8 years. Our population grows on 3% per annum. That means